There's just a big presidential debate up in New York. We've cycled down here to Philadelphia, where behind me we have Geno's, Philly cheesesteaks, and Pat's. And the great debate here in Philadelphia is who makes the better cheesesteak. So we're gonna go talk to some folks here, a little dining debate between the best cheesesteaks and then Trump or Hillary, a secondary debate in this town. Hi, folks.
Hi.
I'm Michael. The election cycle, just asking diners today, A, who makes the better cheesesteak?
Definitely Pat's.
Pat's?
Pat's is the best.
What do you think? Pat's, 2 votes for Pat's, 3 votes for Pat's. We got 4 votes for Pat. And then about the election cycle, Hillary, Trump, someone else?
Someone else. I don't know. I'm really undecided at this point.
Still thinking about it.
Still thinking
it's not as
about
easy of a choice as this sandwich, huh?
No, it's not as easy as a choice of the sandwich. Absolutely not.
Good deal. How about you?
I'm not really sure.
Still thinking.
Yeah, we'll think about that.
Well, you got, think, and you have food for thought right here. Well, good deal. We're going to keep waltzing around this place.
Thank you.
So we got a number of patrons. Both these places are just packed. You can see a lot of happy families feasting here because again, Philly's known for its cheesesteaks. As we round the bend, we got a few more folks who are going to weigh in not only on this debate of who has the better cheesesteak, but also who is going to win this election. You guys are just big fans of this place?
Yeah, we just enjoyed a delicious lunch.
Good deal.
So good.
And what do you think of A, who makes the better cheesesteak?
I love Pat's. It's so good. Honestly, like just coming back here and getting a cheesesteak, it's so, like I devoured it. Must have been 5 seconds.
I know, we literally left 2 seconds ago.
It's gone.
You cleaned it up.
It was great. It was
Well, you did too, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you've been devoted to Pat's. Have you ever even tried Geno's?
A while ago,
Yeah.
but it's now since we've been coming here, we usually come here.
yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, well, good deal. And then in the election, maybe that's a harder choice for you. Are you rooting for Hillary or Trump?
I wish it was as simple as choosing a cheesesteak, right?
Yeah. And you can go both ways this year, but like a lot of people are talking about the lesser of two evils, and both of them have like good characteristics and bad characteristics. But the way Trump presents himself in like public, like degrading women, I don't know if we want that as our president this year. Meanwhile, Hillary's fighting for women. That I think that's what we need, and we just don't want Trump to like have that image to other countries.
So for you, it's the choice is Hillary.
I think I lean conservative, but I don't think Trump represents what I wanted a conservative president.
Gotcha. You
I
feel
think that was pretty well spoken for us. I can't even vote
no,
yet, right?
that's
But
right.
I'm
So you
proud
got
of you,
so this
yeah.
will not be your first election. You're
No.
gonna have to wait it out
Next
for
year, next election,
So close, so close. And how about you?
Yeah, I think
You'll
I'm-
have to represent the family on this one.
Yeah, I think we tend to lean a little bit more conservative in our values, but I think we'd have a hard time voting for Trump this year, just based on everything that he has said and stands for. I think we're going to have to go Hillary.
All right. Well, you guys have made choice out of the sandwich and the presidential.
Wish it
So
was that easy, right?
thanks for talking to
Yeah,
us.
absolutely. Have a
So
good
long.
day, guys.
Appreciate it. Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Mind if we join you for this dining debate here?
Absolutely.
Well, thank you. You guys all got some big sandwiches?
Yep.
And you're loyal to Pat's over Geno's, huh?
We're from New York, so we're just visiting.
I haven't had the other one, so I can get my first time here.
I had Geno's years ago. It was good.
Testing it out. And you're pleased with this sandwich?
Absolutely. Yeah. Very good.
And you guys got a variety of types. You got the cheese on it. You went without the cheese on the Philly cheesesteak.
It's in there.
Oh, deep in
Yeah, I
there.
didn't get the cheese whiz.
No cheese whiz for him.
Gotcha.
Too long a ride.
And we're talking to people as well about a tough choice in November. Trump, Hillary, or anyone else?
Judy.
You're voting for Judge Judy?
Yeah.
Right in.
That's right.
I don't know. I think, you know what, to be honest, I'm going to take this one to Trump. You know, I've seen what Hillary could do. I mean, I agree with the social issues she presents, but I think at this point in time, the economy, people are kind of worried about where their job's going to be in a year and so forth. You know, it'd be interesting to see what Trump can do. I mean, you know what, if he turns out to be a dud, you could always have him impeached. You know, that's what the Constitution's for, the recourse. So, take a chance with him and see what happens, you know?
So you're feeling Trump has a real opportunity here? You think he can come back from kind of poll numbers that are sliding?
if he can, that's good. If he can't, then it is what it is. But I mean, you know, I would like to see him come back from it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm hoping he could. If he can't, well then, you know, roll with Hillary, see what we get.
And is there an issue that kind of matters most to you?
Yeah, the economy mainly, jobs, so forth. You know, things are just going overseas, like I said. I mean, I work in construction. There's a lot of competition that wasn't there 10 years ago. And I think he recognizes that. Whether or not he presents his message in a way that people get it, you know, is another thing. But I think, you know, he understands what's going on, and I think he'd be more capable of dealing with that. So, you know, that's where I'm looking to go. See how this guy works out. You know, it's a new face. You know, you don't know what you're going to get. You really don't. I mean, you kind of know what you might get with Hillary. But with Trump, it's kind of like a 50-50, you know? So it can go either way. And like I said, you know, if he doesn't work out, you don't elect him in 4 years or even less. Get him out of there sooner. You know, that's what the Constitution's all about.
And have you guys been watching the debates as well?
Absolutely.
What did you think of that first debate?
You know what? What do you think?
I'll let you speak on it.
Nah, you go for it. Yeah.
Hard to really say.
Are you undecided or?
No, I'm definitely voting for Trump. But as in terms of the debate, I think it was kind of a mess for both sides. It was Trump just kept digging himself deeper and deeper into a hole that he really couldn't get out of, and I like him, but he really needs to know when to stop talking. And he kind of buried himself on the debate, but I really hope he does come back in the next one and see what happens from there.
So you're going to be watching those other debates.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Was there any moment or thought when you were watching that debate that kind of stood out, or where you thought, this is not working for Trump?
I'll be honest with you. I thought he had it for a good portion of the debate, and I think halfway through it flipped, and I think that's a general agreement. Everybody kind of sees that. I mean, unfortunately, it's easy to get under his skin. I think he needs to control that. I mean, he does need to know when to shut his mouth.
That's not easy.
No, and that's why you have a cabinet. You know, you select people that help you out. Let's remember, it's not one guy running the show. You know, as much as we like to think you're voting for a president, you're voting for a whole slew of things. You know, you get a lot of people that come in with one guy. So, you know, I think he just needs to be brought into being a politician more. He wasn't a politician ever, you know, he was a businessman. You know, and he's an average guy at the end of the day. He says what's on his mind. And in politics, you really can't do that. You got to kind of watch out for people's feelings. So I think it's just a matter of getting him into that position to be a politician, more or less. But yeah, the debate, you know, I think it went both ways. I think you could walk away saying either one, depending on how you look at it.
Well, great. It seems like an interesting discussion and debate right here.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for letting me sit down at your table and hear your thoughts. We'll see if Trump or Judge Judy takes it. It's gonna be a great matchup.
Thank you.
Well, we're getting more voices on this debate. And obviously, we're going to, since we're at Pat's, they're going to be inclined to that sandwich. But it's all over the spectrum in terms of who they might be voting for. Let's see if these guys just sat down. You guys have a second to talk? We're asking two basic questions. One, Pat's or Geno's. Second, Trump or Hillary. You want to weigh in on either?
I've never been to Geno, so
You're pretty loyal to this
I
cheesesteak,
would
huh?
say this is probably the place, yeah.
All right.
Pats.
Yeah, I brought him here to Pat's, and I thought Pat's is the better one, but they're both good.
Is that right? So I can make the choice on either?
Yeah, I think they're both good.
And then how about on the actual election? Another choice.
I think Trump screwed himself too much. The more he talks, the worse it gets, so I don't know. Probably Hillary.
So you watched that debate and felt...
He's gone too far.
Yeah.
So it's kind of is what it is. I was hopeful early on, but yeah.
So
I'm
you
not
were
from
in his
here, though,
camp.
if that
No,
matters.
you can be from wherever. So, so gradually you found that he's someone you gotta...
Yeah, I'm conservative leaning, but he kind of
Yeah.
talked too much.
Gotcha. And how about you, sir?
I actually lean towards Trump, but I'm a little nervous right now.
Yeah.
The debate, I think, performed very well, but Hillary scares me more. So
He's not a winner.
yeah, I don't know. At this point, I'm leaning Trump, but when I go in there, I'm probably gonna be real nervous to actually vote for him. So so I'm gonna watch more debates, see what happens.
Ah, tougher choice than this sandwich, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Much tougher choice. Well, good luck in that decision. You got another month. You got 2 more debates. Thanks for chatting with us. Enjoy that sandwich. All right, now we got to go across the street to Geno's because it's a rivalry of epic proportions. These guys are a little swayed toward the Pats front, but again, for years, these two establishments have been going head to head, fighting for business, fighting for the dollars. We're asking people here on the election cycle, A, Geno's or Pats, and B, who they're rooting for this election cycle. And they seem to be saying it's a much harder decision, the election vote, than the sandwiches. We had it looks like a larger crowd out in front of Pat's. Geno's a little more low key, but we'll see if the political territory is any different over here. Let's talk to some of these people supporting the orange. How's it going? Great. I'm Michael with ABC News, doing a show called Election Cycle, biking across the country, meeting people, and trying to figure out 2 things today. 1, who makes the better sandwich, Pat's or Geno's, and 2, Trump or Hillary.
Okay. Obviously, Geno's, since we're here enjoying their cheesesteaks.
And this is a cheesy cheesesteak.
It is. I got extra whiz. It's delicious.
Extra whiz is the key, huh?
That is the key.
It looks amazing. And you're a loyal supporter of Geno's.
Yes.
I'm going to sit down next to you, if you don't mind. We'll make this an in-depth dine and debate here. All right, so you say Geno's for the cheese whiz.
Yes.
And this election, what is your feeling on Trump or Hillary?
Honestly, it's like a lose-lose situation, but out of both of them, I definitely choose Trump.
Is that right?
Yes.
And how come?
He's actually honest. Hillary's, she kind of hides behind her lies, but Trump, he's completely open.
Now, have you been watching these debates, or what kind of led you to them?
I kind of try and stay out of it for this election. I honestly might not even vote. It depends on my schedule. But
Gotcha. And then you have your friend over here. Also enjoyed a bit of this sandwich.
Yep.
Where do you fall on the political spectrum?
I would not vote for either of them, honestly. I'm going to vote for Gary Johnson.
Is that right?
But
why do you like Gary Johnson?
I dislike Hillary. I also dislike Trump very much. I think Donald Trump would not be a very good president. He's got no political experience. So, but like Sarah said, it is lose-lose. So.
And then what about Gary Johnson do you think is interesting?
I stand with Gary Johnson's political views more so than Hillary. The Libertarian Party.
Yeah. And then Gary Johnson, I guess, most recently had a couple of issues with foreign leaders he couldn't recognize during an interview. He wasn't able to name one. And then Aleppo, he wasn't able to name or identify what that was. And so do you worry at all about those recent issues in the media, or have you heard of them? Or is
I haven't even heard of that.
Yeah.
I've been in Maryland.
Yeah. So, but you still, you like him and you think he's got, at least he's a different option.
I mean, I would just rather vote for him than either of the other two. I mean, I don't think he's going to win, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, great. Well, you guys, I hate to interrupt this meal, but hopefully you can get back to feasting on that thing.
Thank you.
All right. And thank you guys for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Grab a cheesesteak.
All right. I know. I'm going to end this show with a cheesesteak. All right. I'm getting hungry here, so we're only going to do 1 or 2 more voices here. We got a big crew here. How about we talk to these folks? You have a second word with ABC News asking a basic question, which is Geno's or Pat's. Do you have a preference?
This is the only one we've ever had, so
is that right?
It would be Geno's, yeah.
You don't dare walk across the street?
No.
Well, this came first to mind, and I'm sure they're both good.
Yeah. And then a slightly harder question, this election cycle, Trump or Hillary?
Neither.
Is that right?
Yeah,
it's not as,
we're neither.
it's a tough choice compared to the sandwich, huh?
No.
Sandwich is a lot easier and probably a lot better.
A good deal. Thank you for your time. Hope it was a good sandwich. I'm hoping to get a little bit.
Actually. Very good.
Great.
Yep.
Awesome. I'm gonna get, should I head over here? How's it going? How are you folks doing? I'm Michael with ABC. We're doing a show called Election Cycle where we're biking around the country talking to Americans and voters about who they are going to support, A, in this cheesesteak debate. Which is better, Geno's or Pat's? Well, what do you think of this one?
So far, so good.
So far, so good, and the little kiddos like it? Are you able to enjoy a sandwich yet, or just a pacifier?
Yeah, just a pass for now.
And then in the broader debate, Hillary and Trump, have you guys decided yet who you might support?
I think so.
Who are you leaning toward?
Hillary, of course. It's their debate. I don't know.
And why do you like Hillary?
I don't know. I just think she's
a lot more ready. A lot more ready than Trump.
Yeah, she's just more prepared.
Her views are more in a better place than Trump's are.
Yeah.
Trump is all over the place. Right, guys?
Yeah. And have you been watching the debates? Is there anything that will sway you either way? Or are you guys pretty passionate supporters?
Yeah. I think that with this election, it's like, there's really only one choice. Like, really can't swing it the other way. There's nothing that he can do that will make us reconsider all these things.
Gotcha. Well, it seems like you got a big crew here.
Yeah.
Big crew of Hillary supporters.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much for your time. Well, that's a sudden survey of the local Philadelphia population here who made their choice between Geno and Pat's. And I'm about to make my choice, which is going to be Geno's here. So let's order us a nice big Philly cheesesteak, see how that tastes.
All right, that's it.